race day here at Newcastle. Doubleheader weekend. This is the Saturday portion, and looks to be very exciting, but there's some cloud cover. There go the boys. First practice of the day. Unfortunately, this is what we're up against. We're the red dot. So there's definitely some weather on the way. We'll have to see how it impacts things. The boys brought rain tires. But looking forward to a couple days of racing here. Hopefully the weather will hold off.
Yo, so I don't know if anybody has done a proper introduction today, but what's up, Stahl Racing crew here. It's gray out, so no real rain, just like you can feel it. Honestly may just be that humid that you can feel the humidity and moisture. But so this is Saturday. This is part of a two-dayer. We got a nice little back-to-back doubleheader this weekend. We'll have races today and tomorrow. So this is the first day. Like I said, it's looking like it'll rain at some point. We made some decent setup changes since the last race, so going out the first practice was weird. Took a lot more effort to turn the wheel. It required me to turn it a lot more, but felt fast. I mean, it took me a few laps. Keegan shot off like a rocket. Of course, he always does. And then after a few laps of getting warmed up, I think I was about the same speed as he was. You know, I wouldn't tell us to him, but I might have been even a little bit faster than he was. But so I feel good out there. Keegan's obviously one of the better guys out here, and felt good to be back in that mix. But again, that's one practice, so like 5 laps, so who honestly knows. KACY was on my bumper for the most part, so he looked pretty solid. And then Dad was in traffic his whole first practice session, but he looked racy, I will say that. He looked a bit more racy than you would think. We'll keep you guys updated on what the rain situation is, but I got a surprise. The talent is already here. The, you know, lady killer, whatever you guys want to call me, but the secondary, the other cutie, is going to be here too. Finley is here. He's asleep, I think, right now. Oh, you got a cigar, cup of coffee, bead of sweat on your nose, low-hanging clouds, a roar of LO206 engines. It doesn't get any better than this. It's race day. I'm excited. Had my first practice, just mediocre. Really couldn't get a read on some things due to a couple of issues, but Kart felt like it was handling great. I'm geared wrong, so we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna have to change that before qualifying. All right, so second round of practice for me just ended. Dad and KACY are going out for the Sportsman and Masters practice right now, and it's, I mean, you can tell people are, when's it gonna rain, when is it gonna happen, but nobody's like saying the word, the R word. But it looks like it'll happen here maybe before qualifying. It's tough to say. I haven't looked at the radar too close, but in terms of practice, KACY and I both felt really quick. And I don't know, I'll be able to have a better idea of what Dad's like after this practice watching him, but feeling good, man. Seems like the setup changes definitely helped. So I don't know, could be a good one for us. We'll see about the weather though. Just came in, KACY and Dad just came in rather. They both look pretty solid. I mean, KACY went out in front and he just kind of went away from the Masters guys for a bit. So he's pulling away for a while, so he looked good. I'm curious what I'll be very curious to see what Dad says, because he was running in a decent pack. Like, he was running a pack, but he got passed a few times, so I'm definitely curious to see what his thoughts were. But all in all, I mean, the stalls are looking pretty racy today. I really would rather it stay just like this, like kind of overcast and stuff, not rain. But I don't know. I feel good right now, so I don't want anything to change. But it's probably gonna rain.
So I'm getting dripped on here. It's raining. And it's raining cats and dogs. I didn't qualify well at all, and I ran so well in practice. But what's worse is I lost a cigar. This thing got wet, and then it got squashed in the tool case. So I hate seeing that go to waste. We may try and resurrect it yet.
So qualifying's over. It was in the rain, and I really like the rain. Being tall, that's one of the few times I have a little bit of an advantage. And for my first race in CIK, I'm going to start third. And in my second race, I got my first ever pole position. And that one felt really good. It was by half a second or more that I took pole.
Woohoo! Feel nice being back on top?
My first pole.
Wait, first pole ever?
Yeah.
No way. Is it really?
Yeah.
You get a medal for that. Man. Woohoo! Congrats.
I attribute it all to my wife and little boy being here. They were the lucky charms that I needed. So like I said, I got my first ever pole, which I'm just so excited about. I know I just said recently in one of the vlogs just how terrible I am at qualifying. I never do well, and it was just very refreshing to have good results from qualifying. So first and third, and this kart is just awesome. I mean, it went from feeling great in the dry to feeling great in the wet. And I mean, there's just so much adjustability. You know, I throw in a different front bar, I changed my front and rear width, and that's it. That's all I did. And the kart was a rocket. It's a well-deserved shout out because this engine is old. It is probably 5 years old, and that thing was a beast. Just awesome. The whole package, everything together. Ben, Dad, everyone helped out, and my wife's here, my baby boy's here. It's just a great day.
So here are the pretty faces that make Stahl Racing go. There's one of them. There's one of them. There's one of them. Behind the scenes, that's how we kill time during the rain.
Course now comes down the main straightaway one more time to get the white flag. One more lap of race for that young man. Running in second place,
Through the puddle. Hi, Munchkin. How happy are you?
Can you climb in, or do you need me to sit you in there?
CIK race just ended. Rolled off P7 after qualifying effort that was interrupted by some guys spinning out in the wet. It happens to everybody. So I had, you know, one clean lap, and it's a bummer. I felt like there was a lot more I had out there for that qualifying session. Good thing was I had 10 lap final. They shortened it by a few laps. A 10 lap final to prove that, and that's what I did. Went out there and just kind of kept moving up. Had a great start thanks to some chaos. The front, the inside line just kind of rose up because it's slick out there a little bit. I took advantage of a couple little instances like that where guys just got in a little tangle. KACY unfortunately dropped his chain, which kind of sucks, but it's also like he was the guy that probably would have been to beat in that race, and thanks to that drop of the chain, it was me and a couple other guys. And I passed somebody on like the 4th or 5th lap, and after that just kind of cruise controlled to victory. I was actually super paranoid. I had a bit of a gap with a couple laps left, and I was like really taking it slow. Like my last couple laps were probably a second or 2 seconds off of my pace. But we brought home the win in CIK today, which was much needed. I had fallen back after 2 races. I was in first, then after 3 I was in third, and then I was probably like 4th or 5th after that. So I definitely needed this bounce back. It was huge. Man, I tell you what, before the race I was even like, it sucks because I felt like I was the guy to beat out there on a dry setup. In a wet setup, I'm not the greatest wet driver out there, but I felt like in a dry setup I was going straight to the front, like no questions asked. But luckily, man, these freaking Borels, they were flying in the wets too, like quick in the dry, quick in the wet. But man, great handling. And then I've got my primary, my ghost motor, thanks to Matt and Derek out there through the primary, the quick boy out there, and you could tell, man. I mean, I felt like it was just a perfect storm. I felt like I was handling well, felt like I had tons of power. Casey lost his chain. I mean, it was the perfect storm. So a huge thank you, obviously, to Borel Art, PSL guys, and Matt and Derek at Ghost. Just nobody had a better handling cart and more power today. That's a fact. That's not even an opinion.
Woohoo!
Great job, man.
Good job, kid. Here you go.
KACY, you need to see my spark plug.
First race. The one that got away, I felt incredible in the rain, and that race was in the rain. And after the first corner, I jumped out to the lead. I had a little bit of a skirmish, I guess, with another kart shortly thereafter. Kind of shoved me off track. But I was able to hold on to the lead, and halfway through the first lap, I had separated already, leading the race, and just no power. I lost my chain. The disappointment from that is, I know you could look at it and say, oh, but you know, I had speed and you know, I qualified well, all good things, and it's true. But what matters are results, and I felt like I was the kart to beat out there in the rain. Especially once I got into the lead. That's crucial. And once I was there, I thought that was mine. So it was a tough one to swallow. It was tough, but you know, those things happen in racing. I gotta bounce back, because I've got another race and I'm starting on pole for that one, which is my first pole. Very excited to start from pole. So focusing on that one now.
Yeah, that's the thing. The balloon will be flying away on the track very soon. Oh, there we go. Uncle Ben has a medal. Do you want to wear his medal? It's a first place medal. Wow, Finley. Say, I'm done with it.
This is Sunday for Saturday's vlog, but I never got a chance to congratulate Ben on his first CIK win. It was really cool to watch him out there lead that CIK pack by as much as he did. He drove a heck of a good race, and just a huge congratulations to Ben. That is, we've won Sportsman, which doesn't have everyone in it. Not everyone's allowed to compete. the CIK class that Ben won is extremely tough, and he won. We've been out here trying to do that for coming up on 5 years, and I'm very proud of him. Well, this is one race review that I just want to get done and over with. Started on pole. Led the first part of the race, a few laps, then fell back, and I got passed and was riding in second, third for a while. Fell back to fourth. And that's the story. I mean, I was just falling back. Terrible driving. That's all it came down to. The kart was fine. The kart was good as it was at any point today. I just wasn't adapting. And then I ended up chucking it off track. And I'm sorry this sounds negative, but I just got to be real about it, because there's a lot of disappointment for me today. But it's a doubleheader, right? So I'm cleaning off the kart. I'm gonna do my best to bounce back tomorrow, and I gotta forget about today. It's gonna be not easy, but moving on. Next race.
Well,
I'm not talking right now, man.
no, nothing good to say.
Give him a few minutes to simmer down.
I will.
It was a great day, and we got Maylee, little dog. Great day to be out here again. Great redemption day for us. KACY showed tons of speed all day. You know, was up into the races. You know, one of the guys to beat, especially on the wet track, and just mechanical error in the first race, and then just driving off track every which way in the second race. Just, you know, it's extremely tough to watch. You feel for him, you know, because I know he wants this as bad as anybody. But I got us a win today, bud. Got a win today on a wet track. It was really cool. I didn't think that I would be able to do that on a wet track, but the kart just felt great. You know, engine was strong, and the rest is history. So come back tomorrow. It looks like it's 50-50 whether it's going to rain or dry, so we'll see. I'd like for it to be a dry track, although maybe wet is what I should be hoping for after today. And the old man, hopefully we'll get back out there if it is dry. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? But anyway, like, share, and subscribe, guys. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. There's been a lot of chatter about this ghost pepper thing, so there's one party who's not really about it. That's Dad. He thinks it might give him a heart attack, which it might. I've issued several other things, so we'll see if any of those fit his comfort level a little bit more. But we'd like to get to 1,000 subscribers, guys, so like, share, and subscribe for us. Until next time, see ya. Say bye.